25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it today. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season all fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are.
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what is the commitment?
There he goes. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 43. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's gained. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Split backs here. They'll leave it with him. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving.
Looking deep down the right side. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Washington State answered the bell away from Pullman today with an impressive victory. The Cougars knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The offense changing the play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. They go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Finds the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Got a man.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bears the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense. Great field possession.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but and what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The option look. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and a chance on this drive to even the score. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Out of the backfield, he's open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Plucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaines. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Or did he find a hole in the defense? The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Stanford looking to convert this 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going to try to get it himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. The give to the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up. Brown, take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Grab near the marker. It's Gaines. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Stanford.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll try the run, relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Touchdown, Cardinal! And that one will give him the lead.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Let's go! Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Working on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. They'll move the tight end. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And interesting, on third and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the...
Touchdown, Vols! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 18 over Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, it's Hawkins. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Going downfield for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And some room to work. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Quarterback may change this route.
691, get smoke.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Trying to pound it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the fourth quarter on fourth and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Stanford! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation. On
the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
QB spicing. No gain on the play.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.